What is up, guys? In this video I'm going to teach you how you can tame a titanosaur in 25 minutes or less. You're going to need a rhinognathia. I have named mine Xenomorph. It needs to have plenty of resin and a saddle in its inventory, and it needs to have relatively small melee damage. I myself have 6 cannonballs. This will be important later. And that's because I'm going to try and hit the titanosaur 6 times every time that I lock it in amber. I also have my Quetzal with me. It has this modified platform saddle, and in its inventory it also has the rest of the cannonballs. I have around 200, which should be more than enough. Just a second, I'm not going to need these. The cannons are placed on the side of this platform here, so that when a Quetzal's head swivels towards me, it doesn't get shot by the cannon, doesn't get caught in the blast, and doesn't get killed. It is set to follow me at a large distance, and now we're going to go and find ourselves a titanosaur. And there it is. That didn't take long. Both of my dinos have also had Christmas candy to give them a little boost of speed, so that this can be a little bit easier. It's not mandatory, but it helps. Approach the titanosaur and start shooting it with amber. Count exactly 15 shots. Do not go over that. 15 is what you need to lock it down in amber, in a layer of resin. When you shoot it with amber, with the rhinognathia resin, you're also going to do damage to it. That's why you need to shoot it only 15 times. If you shoot it more, you're going to do more damage to it, and you may end up killing it instead of taming it. Shoot it 6 times in the head with the cannonballs, and leave 1 in the barrel. And then take 6 more cannonballs from the Quetzal's inventory. And now rinse and repeat. But before you lock it down in amber again, you need to wait for 7 or 8 seconds before you start shooting amber at it again. If you start shooting before those 7 or 8 seconds have expired, you're not going to start locking it down in amber. I think this only happens on my single player server for some reason. I don't know if it happens on multiplayer as well. But I always have to wait 6 or 7 seconds before I start shooting it with amber again. Shoot it with the cannon 6 times, and leave the 7th cannonball in the barrel. And then take 6 more cannonballs, and let's go again. Wait for 7 or 8 seconds. Yeah, it's going to start to turn and swivel, but make sure to always be on its left or on its right side. Shoot it exactly 15 times with amber to lock it down. Bring the cannon close to it and shoot it in the head. Squeeze off 6 shots and leave the 7th cannonball in the barrel. Doubtless, savvy players can squeeze off more than 6 shots, but for an amateur like me, this is the most I could manage, and it's enough. It is enough to tame it. So 6 more cannonballs. Keep at it, don't let it get away. Also, make sure that you do not draw too close to it, because even though it is petrified in amber, it can still attack. So if you draw too close to it, it's going to do some major damage to you. So count off 15 amber projectiles. Move the Quetzal close to its head, shoot it in the head. And also, if you can manage, it is faster if you are clicking on the left side, on the very left side of the fire button when it appears. Doing something like that, you may even save enough seconds to squeeze off 8 shots maybe. 7 or 8 anyway. So waiting for a few seconds before you start trying to petrify it again is mandatory. At least it is for me on my local server. So give it 15 hits. And then bring the Quetzal down to hit it once more. And I'm going to need to raise the cannonball a little bit. I'm going to need to raise the cannon a little bit. Yeah, if you have to manipulate the cannon or fix the cannon position, you're going to lose some time, so try not to do that. Always try to attack it from one side, so that its head swivels towards you after it is paralyzed. It is possible that its head is going to swivel in the opposite direction, and for that I use my long neck rifle with tranq darts to make it turn towards me again, if that happens. I'm going to show you later on what I mean. And leave the 7th in the barrel. Oh, there it is. It is also possible that during this taming process you get attacked by local flying wildlife. If that happens, kill them only after you have squeezed off 6 cannonball shots in the Titanos head. Kill them in those 7-8 seconds that you have in between cannonball shots and resin shots. That's the time limit that you have. So again, shoot it 6 times. When the fire button appears, click on the very left side of it and leave the 7th cannonball in the barrel. Now, as the Titanus torpor starts increasing, it's going to become increasingly erratic. It's going to start to turn a lot. Again, try to stay on its one side as much as possible. And yeah, it turned its head in a different direction. Oh, okay. It turned its head in the right direction in the last second. And I think the cannonball is too close. Yes, if the cannonball is too close, when you shoot it, the jerk of its head is going to damage the cannon. So as my cannon is damaged, I can only attack it from this side now. So be careful not to do that. Always make sure that you are far enough away to preserve your cannons. And that of course you are far enough away so that he doesn't attack you. There we go. Count of 15 resin projectiles. Petrify it. I can only attack it from its right side now, because this cannon is healthy, undamaged. So that's 6 shots, and the 7th is in the barrel. Yeah, here it is, it's attacking, but fortunately it didn't do any damage to me. And I lost my xenomorph. I have to pick it up. I think that 7 or 8 seconds has already passed, so I'm just going to start shooting at it straight away. Yeah, well, I was hunting down my lost xenomorph. Again, I can only attack it from its right side. I give it 6 shots. Oh, I didn't leave the 7th cannonball in the barrel. Okay, I have a second or few. Okay, there we go. Also, it can be difficult to pilot the Quetzal so that the cannon is in the right position. Especially when you land your Rhinognathia on the Quetzal's platform. It can block your line of sight. The best advice I can give you here is to always fly a little bit up, a little bit higher than the Titanos' head, so that you have to descend down from the air, so that you get to lower the Quetzal down as you approach its head. And I can start shooting now. Yeah, as its torpor starts to increase, it's going to start to turn a lot. So make sure that you always stay on one of its sides. Yeah, that was tight, but I managed. Yeah, that was too soon. I forgot I had to wait a few seconds before I start emberizing it again. Yeah, again, I can barely see where the cannon is aiming when I pilot the Quetzal like this. Try and click on the left side of the fire button as soon as it appears. And yeah, it's starting to get wounds at the moment, it's starting to bleed. Don't worry about it, we are raising its torpor faster than its damage. Count 15 shots. And Quetzal is a little bit far, so I hope I manage to shoot it 6 times. I lost a few seconds piloting the Quetzal into position. Yeah, okay. Again, you have to give it some time before you start throwing ember at it again. Resin, ember, whatever. If you can, try and land the Rhinognathia on the opposite side of the platform, so that it's not in the way, so that it's not blocking your line of sight when you're piloting the Quetzal to move the cannon towards its head. Just don't lose too much time doing this. It is all about timing. You have to be as efficient as possible for this to work. And perfect. Right in the nose. I think it is almost done. This titanosaur, yeah, it's starting to bleed a lot, so we have to be careful not to kill it. We must tame it instead of killing it. 15 shots. Make sure you do not shoot it more than that. And kaboom. Yeah, and I'm being attacked by the flying ants. Now I'm going to kill those ants with the Quetzal and go back to the Titanosaur. And I forgot the cannonballs. Come on, come on. No, not that. Come on. Okay, quick, 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 quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah, I can only stay on its right side. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh, and its head is in the wrong position, so I shoot it with a tranq dart. Make it turn towards me. And I'll have to manipulate the cannon. Okay, this is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And I have to pick up my xenomorph later. Yeah, okay. Come on, cannonballs. Yeah, and I have to wait until my long neck rifle reloads as well. Okay, this should be perfect. Will I be able to squeeze off 6 shots here? Six. Yes. Okay, reloading the rifle. Just readjust the cannon. Okay. Come on, big guy. Oh, he is very wounded at the moment. Don't worry about it, it will be okay. I think he's close to being tamed. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and leave the 7th in the barrel. 6 more cannonballs. Okay, come on. Let's see what you got. A lot of wounds. Wait for 7 or 8 seconds. Hit it 15 times with resin. As it starts to slow down, you can move into a better position. Okay, perfect. And it's tamed. Yeah, it's not tamed yet. I still need to put a saddle onto it. I can't land too close to it, so I can only land here and approach. And now the saddle is too heavy. Now I just put the saddle onto it. Okay. And still too far away. Don't worry, we have a few minutes. And here we go. Yes. And he is tamed. And that's how you tame a titanosaur. So now that you have tamed it, you also need to go to the game settings and make sure that it stays alive. Enable the feeding for it. Make sure that it can eat, that you can feed it so that it doesn't starve. And now you can use it. After it's healed, you can build a mobile base on it. You won't be able to transport it with cryopods, sadly. So if you want to take it to your base, you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh no, Quetzal is on the ground next to the scorpion. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I can get the Quetzal to land on the Titano platform, so that I can have a platform on a platform. Okay, can you do this? Apparently not. Okay, I'll just leave you in the air, so you can float in the air while I take care of the wandering titan. At least my xenomorph can land on the platform. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's how you tame a titan. Thank you all for watching.